Good evening. How is everybody doing today? Tommy Walker live from Project Rio Collective on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We're having a great day. As promised, I'm coming live today to talk about some of the things that's happening here in the Paradise Hills neighborhood. And of course, it's coffee and real estate. Today's drink of choice is the Dirty Chai Latte. So if you enjoy a good chai latte and you want it dirty, by making it dirty is just adding a couple shots of espresso. So it gives you that extra punch that you may be looking for. And last video, I talked about the origin of coffee. And this time I want to talk about the different types of coffee that you may be used to, that you may see in your grocery stores or when you go into your local coffee shop. You have your Arabica and your Robusta coffee. So an Arabica and a Robusta is the two different types of how strong basically you would like your coffee. So Robusta is one that you don't see very often, but Arabica is more the familiar taste that you see in your grocery stores. It's more of a moderate, smoother taste. It's not as strong, and it's what most consumers like to consume when it comes to their coffee choices. So that's your coffee tip, the difference between Arabica and a Robusta. And I hope that if you definitely have any coffee questions, you come down to Project Rio Collective and talk with the baristas here who are professional coffee people. So I am not a professional coffee person. This is just a tip that I found in doing my research. So real estate here in Paradise Hills. There are 37 new homes built in Paradise Hills by KB Homes. The name of the project is called Parkview Terrace. And Parkview Terraces have, there are two different types of homes that they have going in. One is 2,200 square feet, just over 2,200 square feet, and the other one is just over 2,500 square feet. The 2,200 square foot home is going for a price of $633, just over $633, and the 2,500 square foot home is going at a price of $660. So, seems a little high for Paradise Hills. Well, if you're a member, a neighborhood, if you've been a resident in Paradise Hills for a very long time, yes, these numbers are over where you have ever seen. I had a couple of interesting conversations today here at Project Rio Collective. Thank you, Cynthia, for coming out. Thank you, Jerry, for coming out, having a talk, and very interesting conversations that we had. And glad to hear that the conversation, the talk we had added value to you. So, in talking with Jerry, at one point, the market was down to 95,000 here in Paradise Hills. So when you hear a number like 600, then that kind of freaks you out. So I just wanted to explain so that you as a homeowner here in Paradise Hill, or even as a renter, if somebody asks for your opinion or what you think or why these prices are the way they are, they might be comparing it to Bonita. No, what it is they're actually comparing the prices to Paradise Hills, what's happening right here in Paradise Hills. So in 2017, for the whole year, the property value in Paradise Hills jumped just over 8% for the entire year. So the average price at the beginning of 2017 was $411,000. By the end of the year, it was at $433,000. So pretty significant difference. The highest priced home within the last 30 days sold for $526,000. That property was only 2,100 square feet. So that puts that property, if you break it down to square footage, that property was about $250 per square foot. Now, if you break down the brand new homes over at Parkview Terrace, let's do the math on that real quick. At $664.90 divided by 2507, those homes are selling for $263 per square foot. So the comparison is resale to new property. There's a difference there. And as a consumer, when you're going out and you're purchasing a home and you're thinking, hey, am I paying too much for this property? Is $633 or $660 too much for this property? You have to make sure that you compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges, and you can talk to your realtor, and your realtor should be able to give you these numbers to show exactly if you're going to be paying too much. Because I'm going to tell you this, your realtor should not be allowing you to pay too much for a property. They should come with comps. They should come with the data to let you know, hey, this property is priced at a good number. If not, they should also recommend where you should come in with an offer on a new home. So as a consumer, make sure that your realtor is giving you value by letting you know whether or not it's a good purchase or not. So, are the Parkview Terraces home overpriced? You can't tell because they're compared to, there's nothing compared to. They're new homes. Most homes in Paradise Hills are 60 years old. Now that house that I was telling you about that sold for $526,900, that house was built in 1958, exactly 60 years old to date. So $250 for a 60-year-old home, $263 per square foot for a brand new home. That's the comparison, and that's where you should put your decision making when being a smart consumer. So as I said, my intention is to make sure that you're a smart consumer when it comes to purchasing property, especially brand new homes. So now when it comes to the yards and the lots and you know, the space and the privacy, nowadays you have to cater to the people that are actually buying homes, and the people that are buying homes today are mostly our children, right? Millennials, people between the ages of 25, couples. And if you think of the 5 closest people to you, if it's a couple, both of them are working usually. If they have children, they're running around with their children, doing soccer, football, baseball, school events, Girl Scouts. It's a lot of things that families are doing nowadays with their children. So you don't spend as much time at home as you used to. So now what builders are doing, it's more of convenience. So how can we put a new product into the market and be more convenient to the buyers? So 65% of the people that bought homes in 2017 were couples. The closest number next to that was single women at 18%. And then single men were down at 7%. So that lets you know that there's no need anymore. There's not a need anymore for big lots, big backyards, because the demand is not there. So wherever the demand is, that's where the developers and the builders are catering to. So in the nutshell, we learned about square footage, price per square foot. That's where you want to make sure that you're doing your comparisons to, and how old the property is. So in Paradise Hills, we have 60-year-old properties, and now we have brand new properties. And compared to a 60-year-old property and the brand new properties, we're talking 400 square foot difference and about a $10 per square foot price change between the two. And just a last side note, you have 37 brand new families coming into the Paradise Hills area, paying taxes to the San Diego Unified School District. And as a homeowner, if you look at your tax bill, a portion of your taxes go to the schools here in San Diego. So at 1.25% sales tax, property tax, that's about $7,900 that's going towards San Diego Unified School District. So that gives you a little fighting power as a parent here in Paradise Hills to ensure that the schools and the city are taking care of the neighborhood as they should. So that's just a little FYI, just a little side note, just to kind of take in consideration as new builds come into your neighborhood. So I hope this has added value. Please feel free to leave a comment for me. Share this if you felt like it was some value to you. But as your neighborhood realtor, this is Tommy Walker. For more information, you can visit TommyWalkerHomes.com or just come chat with me here at Project Real Collective like we did today. Great conversations. I'm here every Wednesday from 10:30 to 12:30. Answer any questions that you may have about Paradise Hills, the real estate market. At the end of the day, I just want to add value to you and your family. I hope you have a great day. Thank you, and have a splendid week. Talk with you guys soon. Bye for now.